Welcome back, Dwight from Impact Off-Road, and today we're going to look at putting a snorkel on a DA63. First of all, we'll look at the tools that we may need. We need a drill, screwdriver, 8mm and a 10mm socket, a 57mm hole saw, and a 67mm hole saw. It's good to have a Stanley knife, a file, preferably round, scriber, pencil, and a ruler. Now let's just check out our kit and make sure that we've got everything that we need. We need a snorkel hose, a right angle bend, hose clamp at everything, at each end, 2 joiners, a filter, a cap, and of course the snorkel housing. Right, shall we rip into this? First of all, we're going to turn over our snorkel housing with a ruler. We're going to measure 35mm down, 20mm in, scribe where that joins, 20mm up, 20mm across, scribe, now we'll take that away and we'll drill those holes. Make sure that you use your safety gear and put it in the vise. If you don't have a vise, use a G-clamp and clamp that down. Okay, now that we've got that done, we now have our filter housing, hole, hole. Now we'll just place that there for now and we'll move on to our second job that we need to complete before we actually start fitting it to the car. We're going to take our right angle U-bend. We're going to measure 80mm here, 80mm there. And then we're going to cut that. $80mm, perfect. Okay, let's take that away. You can use a Stanley knife, cut it, do your best to cut it square, not that imperative, but do the best job that you possibly can. Now that we've cut that, don't discard your ends just yet. So you have your 80mm, your 80mm, and now you have a nice right angle bend. Now we can start to do some work with the car itself. You can either jack the car up on stands, make sure that you use stands, do not rest on anything but stands, or the jack, or you can use a vehicle hoist. Okay, let's get into it. Right, now we're going to place the snorkel where we want it. I like to make my snorkels level with the base of the headboard and this corner. It's often angled here, so don't go too far over to match the angle of that. You have to use your eye and just check it. But the flat surface down here is pretty good. So if we hold that there, with our scribe, we should be able to find the hole that we drilled. And we can make a little mark. We can take that away. And now we have our mark there, which we will just check with our scribe. And we're going to drill straight through. Now that we have a 5mm hole there, you've got 2 options. If you have access to a 6mm tap, 1.5 thread, you can tap this hole, make sure that you use Loctite, or you can remove this bolt here, and slightly move the headboard away from the vehicle, slipping a bolt into the back of it, and then placing the bolt over there, and then fitting your nut to the inside, and that will secure your housing to the headboard. Personally, I like to drill and tap the hole, so today we'll be drilling this hole and tapping it in. I'll always use Loctite on my thread when I tap that and screw that in. Now that we've got the top bolt done and we're sure that we're secure, we might want to just stand back and make sure that we're square. I'm very happy with that. And now I'm going to drill a 5mm hole here for a 5mm rivet. Okay, I'm happy with the secure, very secure, and that's basically the fitting. You can now feel free to insert your filter and then knock on your end cap. I'll just go ahead and do that now. Right, there's a hole here in the deck, and I like to cut that out when I'm doing my hole for the snorkel. I'll place a straight edge down here. I'll use my 80mm cut off and just put it on the edge of that little hole. We're going to mark it around here. Now if you use the hole saw, cut a piece of cardboard or a bit of plastic, it'll give you actually a centre, which I like to do. So I'm going to mark that down there. Now, you don't want to have that hole or your centre hole too close to there. That hole there will actually upset your cut. So make sure you're at least 4 to 5mm away from that to drill your hole. It's not imperative to be exactly in line, but it's going to make it a neater job. Okay, let's grab our hole saw. Okay, I'm going to grab my safety gear. I'm going to drill a pilot hole. Once we have a hole, you're going to find that there's rough edges there, and that impact, if we cut it, we weld it, or we drill it, we like to put some paint on it before we go any further. So using a round file, you can take the edges off both sides, the top and the bottom, and clean it up a little bit, and then spray that with a little bit of white paint. Okay, I'm going to get into that. I'll be right back. Okay, now that you've cleaned up the hole and you're happy with it, you can then place your hose clamp onto your hose, place that up onto your snorkel, and then we want to just jump downstairs, and we're going to measure about 30mm down and put a cut-off mark on our hose. So I've just removed my hose. I cut 30mm below the deck, and I'm refitting it, and now I'm going to make sure that that's tight and secure before we go downstairs or have a look underneath the truck. Happy with that? Happy with that. Okay, let's get underneath this truck. Okay, if you look up, you'll see that our snorkel hoses come through, and our air filter housing or expansion chamber is here. So we're going to move the expansion chamber, which is, there's a 10mm bolt straight up, a 10mm bolt here straight up, and a 10mm bolt here. So if you undo those three, that expansion chamber will just drop down. So let's do that first. Now, I've removed my bolts, 1, 2, 3, one hand each end, and a nice pull down. And then we have one expansion chamber. Okay, we're going to reuse this, but what we are going to do, we're going to turn the right angle bend that goes through this way to now facing the rear of the vehicle. So if you just get a Phillips screwdriver, should be able to undo that. And you should be able to turn that round. And approximately the right places, you'll see the seam of the hose, and I align the seam of the hose with the seam of the plastic. Now if you place that back into position, it should stand there or stay there. And if you put your hand up, you can actually see roughly where it sits on this surface. So using your finger, we're going to drill a 10mm hole bigger than what we need. So it's a little bit of, we have a little bit of free if we have to go a little bit one way or the other. But I'm going to hold my finger roughly to what I think is the center of that hose. And I'm about here. And then I'm going to put my pilot hole through there. I'm going to remove my chamber again. Removing chamber. 6mm drill bit. Now, it's not always easy to get a square on that, depending the size of your drill. And there is a hose on the way, in the way. If you remove the hose, it goes as a petrol breather. So you must, by all means, block the hose completely, pipe completely, the hose completely, if you remove the hose. Otherwise, with a little bit of carefulness, you should be able to drill the hole without removing the hose. Once I have got my 6mm pilot hole, I'm now going to refit my hole saw, but this time I'm going to use my 67mm hole saw. Once again, we're going to have rough edges around the outside, so with a round file or a sander, you're able to clean that up and we'll give that a coat of white paint. Now, I'm happy with that. I've taken all the sharp edges off, I've cleaned it up and I've painted it. Now, before I reinstall my expansion chamber, I'm going to take one of my couplings and slide it. First of all, slide your hose clamp over. It may need to be opened up a little. And then rotate it round so that you can access it from down to underneath. Place your hose pipe in there. Now, I'm happy with that. Now I'm going to place this through my hole and install this with my 3 screws that I removed when I dismantled it. Now, I've reinstalled my expansion chamber. I'm tight here, happy with that. I'm tight there, I'm tight at the back. I come round and I've got a place to fit my U-bend and a pipe to fit my U-bend. So I'm going to place my fitting into there. Grab my hose clamps to go on before I install it. I have my elbow in place. I've got 3 hose clamps to tension. I'm happy with the way it's all sitting. And now I'm going to go ahead and tighten up those 3 hose clamps. Okay, once we've tightened up all our hose clamps, we're happy with everything. This, ladies and gentlemen, is our finished product. I hope it gives you clean air inside. Hope you learned something from the video. If you need any information, need a call, email us, we can help you out. Thanks for watching and we'll see you next time.